Run, river, run, run through the hills. Run, river, run to the sea. Run, river, run to your place beneath the sun. Run, river, run over me.
Hi, this is Jan Lewis. Welcome to be my guest today. We have from Westborough the director of the 100th Town Chorus, Mary Havlicek Cornacchia. I got it right?
You did.
I got it right.
Excellent.
What a beautiful name.
Thank you.
Absolutely. So, when did you become the director for the chorus?
Oh, I was afraid you'd ask me that. It's probably been 6 or 7 years now. I can't even remember.
Yeah.
In fact, I can't even tell you how long I've been a member of the chorus.
How long have you?
It's been a while. It was an accidental finding. My daughter was a student at the Touchstone Community School in Grafton, and one of the headmasters was retiring, and my daughter asked me to sing while she danced to For Good from Wicked. And Wendy Damalakis, who was the previous director of the chorus, was my daughter's music teacher.
Oh my God.
And so she approached me after the end of the event. She said, "I didn't know you sing. I have a women's chorus." And I said, "Oh, I didn't know you had a women's chorus." So I joined the chorus and had a great time, you know, being a first soprano, loved singing, and she was talking about retiring. Her husband had already retired, and he was kind of bugging her to join him, but she loved conducting the group. And she was on the edge about it because, you know, it's something she's done for years. We're a very tight-knit group, and she really was having trouble separating. So I said, "Listen, you know, if you want to take a trip now and then, I'll run rehearsals for you and then come back to do the performances and make it a smoother transition." And so she says, "Oh, you would do that?" And I said, "Sure." So it wasn't actually very long that she just took the plunge, and so I became the director.
7 years, you said?
I think it's been 7 years. Somebody might want to correct me on that, but
how many ladies in the group?
So the group size varies. We've been down as low as 18 or 20, and we've been up into the 30s. The pandemic has taken a toll. We've stayed together as a group in terms of connections, and I'll explain a lot of that stuff later. But during the time of complete lockdown, we actually met on Zoom. And it was half social and half singing.
You sang looking at the computer?
Well, I sang to the group. I was singing at them, you know. And I just picked different things for us to sing along to, Irish folk songs around St. Patrick's Day, Broadway tunes. I just picked different things to keep everybody in the groove of singing and listening to me sing at them. But we also would, you know, share time together about what we've been up to and just have our president would pick a topic of discussion. You know, think about this while we're singing, and then at the end we'd leave plenty of time for everybody to participate in, you know, the conversation.
So the director is not the president?
No,
Okay.
we have a board. We have a board, and I served as a president for a while when I was a singing member of the group. We're very organized.
All girls?
Yes, it is a women's chorus. I mean, if a man approached us, I wouldn't push them away, but our library is composed of soprano alto music.
I think you said you were a soprano, right?
Yes, yeah.
I have sang to myself a lot growing up and in the car. I think I'm more, I could stretch it to a soprano, but I think I'm more of an alto.
Yeah.
Yeah. I bet you know The King and I, the songs from that? Well, I've been playing that CD thing on my car thing.
Yeah.
When I drive along, I'm singing, and I'm like, I have trouble getting up to that top one.
The top notes, yeah.
Yeah, and I'm like,
But you're really comfortable in the lower ranges.
Alto's good, not way down or anything, but, you know,
yeah.
That's bass, isn't it?
Tenor or bass. I actually sang tenor one semester, we'll call it, in a mixed community chorus when I was living on the South Shore. It was Hanover, or Harbor Choral Arts Society. We rehearsed in Hanover.
Where was that? Hanover?
Yeah.
There was a Hanover Mall there, wasn't there?
Yes, there it still is, but I don't think it looks anything like it used to many years ago. I haven't been down there for quite a while. I lived in Marshfield for a while.
I worked as a live-in nanny in Marshfield.
Did you really?
Yes, I did. And then my parents were in Hingham.
Yep.
Then I moved back to Brockton,
Yeah.
Bridgewater.
Yep.
Then we came out this way after living on the Cape. I mean, I've been all over the lot.
Yeah.
But it's beautiful out that way.
It is very pretty, and we lived only about a block from the ocean, so every day my daughter and I would take a walk down to the beach. It didn't matter the weather or how cold or how hot it was.
Yeah.
We would go down.
She liked it too.
She did, and she was tiny when we moved there, and she called them waves.
Waves.
Let's go see the waves, Mom.
I know in Cape Cod, my grandparents had a nice big family cottage for us all. We'd all get together in Dennisport, and before I go to bed at night, my father would carry me down to we'd go say goodnight to the water.
Oh, yeah.
You could hear it up in the bedroom windows.
Nice. What a wonderful memory.
Oh, we were
Water's such a calming.
It is. To this day, it is. For
Yes,
me.
yeah.
It really, really is. She brought a post. Show us what you've got there. Paul, if you can focus in on it. It's a 100th Town Chorus. Why do they call it 100th?
Good question.
We'll talk a little
I'm
bit more
sorry.
so
Yeah, I'm taking it down already. So we were founded in 1949 by the Women's Club of Westborough.
Yeah.
And the name 100th Town Chorus is because Westborough was the 100th town incorporated into the state of Massachusetts.
Oh, my God. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
100. Now, you've been appearing. Forget COVID, but when... No more COVID type of thing. And before, where would you appear?
So we sing the month of May and the month of December every year at different facilities, assisted living, independent living, nursing homes, rehab centers, respite centers. We've sung for the retired nuns in Worcester and in Framingham. Any place that'll have us, senior centers.
Yeah.
And we've done a couple of public concerts. We did celebrate our 65th, I forget what year that was. And we performed at the temple where we rehearse.
I've been in there. I went to a couple of Jewish events.
Yes,
it's beautiful.
It is beautiful. It's a wonderful space to sing in.
Yeah.
And now that the restrictions have been lifted, it's been a safe place for us to go back to
Right.
in terms of space and being able to socially distance and to not worry about the circulation.
Do the
there.
ladies who sign up, do they have to be from Westborough?
Oh no,
No? Okay.
no. Our members come from all surrounding communities in Central Mass. We've had people come from as far as I want to say. Well, we have somebody that comes from Uxbridge, like the other side of
Yeah,
Uxbridge, and the other side of Worcester. We've had people come from, but it's mostly just the touching communities around Westborough.
Is there any age range you have to be in?
No,
Anyone.
and we comprise of. Our oldest member is over 80.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yep.
That's very good.
I'm not sure. We have some moms,
Yeah.
with school-age kids.
So retirees are welcome.
Oh, absolutely.
And the
Yep.
moms.
So it's Mother's Hours. We sing from 9:30 a.m. to 11 a.m. every Wednesday during the school year. We
Oh.
don't rehearse during the summer.
You don't.
Although we do gather socially. The wonderful thing about this group is, our mission is to bring music and joy into those facilities where people can't get out.
Right.
And it's such a compassionate group of women. We all love what we're doing. We're very proud of what we bring for performances. But not only are we sharing that mission with who we go in to visit, but it's such a tremendous group of support for each other. We've seen each other through breast cancer or, a variety of different issues that have
You go to
come up.
hospices?
We would definitely do that. We had a smaller group, HTC to Go, which is about a dozen women who could have that, take the extra time to rehearse and learn the music a cappella, and they'll bring that like on the fly to
Right.
a place, you know, or.
Right.
For example, I had foot surgery
Oh, well, I
several
relate.
years ago, but I was laid up for a while.
Yeah.
But the group came to the door to sing for me,
Oh.
you know, yeah. And that's what they do, you
Yeah.
know, they can do that. They haven't done it for a while. It's been a couple years
I
since
can see it would
before.
be a great thing. You know, somebody is in the hospital.
Yes, yeah.
How do you have an orchestra? Who's on the piano?
So I have a wonderful conductor who's been with the group a lot longer than I, and she and Wendy were actually very good friends. Ann O'Brien,
Yeah.
she lives in Marlborough, and she has been at the piano for years now. She loves to sing, and for a while we had two accompanists, and we've been looking for one actively. It's a hard role to fill because it is a lot of work, you know, and it's not paid. Like my position is not paid. None of us get paid for anything. We're a not-for-profit group, but we did find another conductor. I mean, excuse me, another pianist just this past spring.
Yeah.
We had put something in, I think, the Community Advocate, and she answered the call. She came and listened to us, and the funny thing was, it wasn't like one of our best performances. When things can go wrong, you
Yeah.
know, then everything kind of blows up. We did fine. I mean,
Yeah.
we're more critical of ourselves than anybody.
And she fit right in.
She loved the mission.
Did you study music at all in
I
college?
did. Oh yeah.
Where'd you go?
So when I graduated from high school, I started singing when I was a youngster
Yeah.
in church
Yeah.
choirs, and I sang in school. You know, elementary school, high school. I learned to play a few instruments. I took up the flute when I was like 10 years old or however it is. And I learned a few instruments, and then I decided that I wanted to go into music education. So I went to a small college in Pennsylvania, Susquehanna University, had a spectacular music program. But I learned in less than 2 years' time that I did not want to teach.
That's what happened to me. So many of the girls were going in elementary ed.
Yeah.
Elementary ed.
Yeah.
I got there, and my roommate was an art major. I thought, damn, that looks like fun. I
Oh.
switched right over.
Isn't that funny?
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I enjoyed a lot of aspects of
Kids.
the education.
Children, yeah.
Love being with
Yeah.
children. But I had the opportunity to observe classrooms across the country.
30 kids in a classroom.
And, well, that and just the attitudes. And I thought, you know what?
Yeah.
I don't think this is...
That wasn't your niche.
No. And, you know... I sing. I have a great choir voice. I've done some solo work. I will sing for friends' weddings, or, you know,
Oh.
if somebody invites me to do that, I'll do that. But I knew that I did not have the caliber to become a professional singer. So I studied music formally for 2 years, and which gave me the confidence to direct the group. I mean, it's a very casual group. We have fun, and that's the whole point of it. Everybody that comes to sing with us has a very different background, if any musical background at
Yeah,
all.
yeah.
Some people don't read music. Some people are very proficient at it. Some people play other instruments also. So it's quite a
Yeah.
wide
I
variety.
think I could go by the ear. I took piano. God helped me for years. Reading it's okay, but I think I've forgotten it. Basically, I can go by audio.
Yeah.
Where I hear it, I know I'll have to come in, and where
Yeah.
I could exit. How can they reach you, Mary?
Well, you can call me at 508-847-2961. You can also check out our website. It is the 100th Town Chorus, all run together.com. And we also have a Facebook page of the same name. And my email address is M as in Mary, RHC911 at hotmail.com.
She has the most beautiful name, Mary Havlicek Cornacchia.
There you go.
And it's Czechoslovakian.
It is.
I have
It
a
is.
friend, I think he is Czechoslovakian too. And,
Havlicek is Czechoslovakian and Cornacchia is Italian.
oh, really?
Yes, I married an Italian.
That's quite interesting. We both
Yeah.
have kids the same age, too,
Isn't
within
that
months of
funny?
each
Yeah.
other. Oh, my God. So you stayed at college for 2 years. Did you have to stay for 4, or you just left?
I left after 2.
Same
There
here.
were a bunch of circumstances. My parents moved from the East Coast to the West Coast. They wanted me to join them in California, where you could go to college for free. You know,
Oh.
to state schools.
Yeah, yeah.
I really didn't want to have any part of that.
Yeah.
And I stayed in New Jersey. I got most of my schooling in New Jersey.
Did you get homesick, though?
Uh,
At college?
No.
Boy, I did. I didn't know anybody there. Wrong move.
Oh, I had a great time. I had a great roommate to start. We roomed together for the 2 years that we were there, and I was so excited to go away, and I was so immersed in the music part of the program.
Yeah.
I did whatever I could, sang in all the different choirs, and
So after you got out, what did you do?
so I moved in with a family friend and her family, one of my high school friends, and I started working in a hospital as a unit coordinator. And I loved what was happening.
Yeah.
It was exciting, and the nurses were all so nice, and I thought, you know what? I think I could do this. So
Yeah.
I decided to go to nursing school.
Where'd you go?
Well, I wound up, it's such a long story, but I graduated from Fitchburg State College.
Oh, yeah, well, I went to Plymouth State in New Hampshire.
Did you?
I got a state college, but those state kids didn't have to pay as much as we out-of-staters did.
Oh, well, I've since moved up here,
Yeah.
so that's, I just wound
See,
up.
what, you graduated Fitchburg?
I did.
With your nursing degree?
Yes, a Bachelor's of Science in Nursing, and I worked at Leominster Hospital while I was in school, and also as a graduate nurse. 'Cause back in that day, you became a graduate nurse, and your boards, it took a long time to get your board results.
RN?
Yeah. And so I worked through the summer, graduated in May, worked through the summer as a GN, and had interviewed at Tufts Medical Center, which is where I have been now for 34 years.
Doesn't seem possible, but
No, I know. I think about that. But as soon as I got my RN, my license,
Yeah.
I moved from the community setting to the academic medical center.
you like that. You could tell you loved nursing.
Yeah, yeah.
And you're still doing it.
I am.
You're
I
s-
work full-time nights, actually. I
And
just
you're up
worked
in-
last night.
Is it at the OR part?
Yes, in the operating room.
They're operating at night?
24/7, yes.
I suppose
We
the emergencies.
do emergencies, yes. We're a trauma center, so, we see all kinds of things. So.
Oh, my God. But are you able to not take it home with you? Like, leave it at the door?
Well, it is kind of a leave at the door job
Yeah.
because I don't see the same people every day. When I was at the bedside, I got attached to a lot of my patients, and I do miss that aspect of it.
Mm-hmm.
But things have changed over the years for bedside nursing, and I just felt like I needed something different to do, something new to learn,
Yeah.
and the exciting thing about working in the operating room is you truly do learn something new every single day,
Yeah.
because you never know what's going to come through the door
Yeah.
and what you need to be prepared for.
Get to know the
So,
surgeons, too.
You do. At night, it's a whole different
Whole different
atmosphere.
atmosphere.
It is, yeah.
Imagine coming in through the ER, and I know people are taken, I guess, overnight, at night, to their
Yeah.
operation.
Yeah.
I know one friend, he was beside himself in pain. He called his doctor. He said, if you don't take care of this now, you might as well put me in the ground. They operated on him that Saturday.
Yeah.
That was his way of saying, I'm going to kill myself if you don't help me.
yeah.
And this guy was terrific. The doctor was terrific.
That's great.
So now the chorus. How
Yes.
did that come into your world when you were nursing? How did you do that?
So I have always tried to find a group to sing with, whether it was in church or a community group, and it was a missing piece for a few years when I moved out to this area, and when I met Wendy, the previous
Yeah.
director, she invited me to join, and I was thrilled. My daughter kept me quite busy for her younger school years, and through high school, she danced with Boston Ballet. So, my world rotated around her dance lessons, which were in Newton or Boston. So I had limited time. So when Wendy approached me and told me this group rehearses on Wednesday mornings, I went, that's just perfect. So it's mother's hours,
Yeah.
So
Do you think it'll ever move to, I'm not a morning person, or I'll usually have something going on in the morning? Does it ever, like after dinner or in the afternoon?
No. We primarily, we always rehearse between 9:30 and 11 on Wednesday mornings, and our performances in the different facilities around the area are generally before noon on Wednesdays. Sometimes we'll do 2 concerts in one day. We'll do a morning performance, and then we'll do an afternoon.
That's a lot, yeah.
It is actually. It's kind of tiring. You'd be surprised.
Is it an
because-
hour and a half?
No. We sing for half an hour,
Oh, okay.
and then we've incorporated a sing along.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, so in the spring we do patriotic numbers,
Yep.
and then in the wintertime we do holiday numbers.
Do you ever do Broadway shows?
We do
Performance?
music from, yes, we do quite a broad selection of music. We've done some Gregorian chants. We've done a whole gamut of classical arrangements. We do Broadway tunes, we do spirituals, we do patriotic numbers, and I've been slowly introducing some pop music
There you
into, we just did last semester A Million Dreams.
Yep.
That came from, the movie is now escaping me, but Pink made it quite a hit out of it, and half the women in the choir were like, Pink.
Well, yeah, because it looks sad, yeah. Exactly.
and maybe weren't crazy about the song, but it was a pretty arrangement, and it was a hit. You know, people like it. So
you know, if you've got a facility, senior citizen centers,
yes,
and maybe a rehab, medical. We've got plenty of them around here.
yes.
They probably would love to have you come. How much notice, or are you booked pretty much?
We have to book pretty far in advance. We contact the activities directors at these facilities to see if they'd like us to come in, and we're at the point now where we're being invited back to places. So
Yeah, a return visit.
it's a lot of fun. Yeah.
Now, Mary, again, how can they reach you if they'd like to?
So I have a personal email address, which is mrhc911@hotmail.com. You can call my cell phone and please leave a message. It's 508-847-2961. We have a website, the 100thtownchorus.com. That's all one word. And you can also find us on our Facebook page under the same name.
We're talking to Mary Havlicek Cornacchia.
Very good.
She is the director of the 100th Town Chorus, and they're based over in Westborough. Where do you practice?
We practice at the B'nai Shalom Congregation B'nai Shalom at 117 East Main Street.
What's it nice that they let you come in? That's
Yes,
great.
it's gratis. They don't charge us. We do make a donation to the temple every year. They've been wonderful to us. They let us store a few things there, and
I wonder, there's so many places around. Even I wonder if you've even gone to addiction facilities.
We have not. That would be another place to look.
Really.
Yes, yes.
Really things you go. You've got all kinds.
Yeah.
When I see like rehabs, when people have had surgeries,
Yes.
and places like that.
Yeah.
There's one that we went to at Milford. It's really nice, but it's kind of sad because you see people just sort of sitting there.
I know, and that's the fascinating part about what we do, bringing our mission of the joy of music into these facilities, is you go in and you see there's an element of the population, the patients or residents that look tired and are half asleep sometimes.
Depressed.
And once the music starts, a hand taps, a foot taps, and I love when they know the music and sing along, know. And that's the part I miss as the director. I don't get to see the reactions of our audience, but I can see in the faces of my choristers, the ones that are looking up, that the reaction that we're getting from the audience.
Well, we have Dana-Farber right up the street.
Yes.
And, well, because of COVID, they've really clamped down on who goes in and out. But when my husband was going there, before COVID, they had a guitarist come upstairs, when you get chemo.
Yeah.
They had a pianist in the lobby.
Yeah.
I haven't given up on that.
Yeah.
I think, can you imagine going in and being greeted by the chorus?
Right. Well, some of the places, like we have sung at the Highlands. It's one of the newer places in Westborough, across from the post office. Yeah. And when you walk in, it's a beautiful.
It looks beautiful on the outside.
It's very lovely there. You walk in, it's a wide open space, a ginormous dining room, and a curved staircase going up. But it's just such a wonderful place to sing. Like the sound is great there, and we love singing there.
Right.
So.
When somebody wants to be on the chorus, Mary, how do you tell where they belong, like alto, soprano?
So that's a good question. We don't require an audition. It's not that kind of a group. We're not competitive. We're not our mission is to have fun, for us to have fun and to bring that fun. But what we do ask, if you don't know your voice part, I'll do what we call a vocal interview, and it's just singing Happy Birthday.
I love
and
that. Oh,
a couple of different ranges
Yeah.
to see where you sit.
So you pick it up right where the person is.
Right, you can see, listen to a range and figure out where a person might be comfortable. And we've had members that have switched back and forth between different parts, whatever your comfort level is.
Is it true that, when I was back in school, I was in the stage plays all 4 years, but somebody said, breathe from your diaphragm. So when I've been singing by myself and I try to reach the high ones, I go, push that stomach in.
Yeah.
Does it work?
So, it's a combination of things. You definitely need that breath support, which comes from your diaphragm, but you need to warm up your voice so that you don't strain your vocal cords. So
this is wonderful. You don't have to be a professional singer.
No, you don't.
You don't have to even know if you're a soprano and all that.
Nope.
I don't know.
Nope.
I know what I can more do, but maybe if I worked on it, I could get up higher.
Yeah.
But I think this is awesome. And you have how many members now?
So currently we have about 24 members.
Okay.
We're looking to expand a little bit, especially sopranos, but everybody is welcome.
Everybody. You need
Everybody is
sopranos.
welcome.
You
We
need more
do.
sopranos.
We do.
And everybody is good with that 9:30 to 11?
Yes.
Wednesday mornings.
That's correct.
At the temple in
Benai
Westborough.
Shalom.
Benai Shalom. Okay. Okay. You have to have a dress code?
So for concert attire, all we ask for you is black pants and a crisp white, like winter white blouse. We provide a turquoise scarf for the spring and a red scarf for the holiday season.
Oh, that sounds like so much fun.
Yeah.
Oh,
we do have a lot of fun.
Thank you for being with us.
Thank you for inviting me.
All right.
It's
we'll
been
see
wonderful.
You next time. We'll be
Thank
my
you.
guest.
Riding on a shooting star, heading out toward a dream. Tomorrow's even closer than it seems.